Welcome back, everyone, to the Yo Bro Nation YouTube channel. I am Zach, and today I'm joined by sidekick Susie. Good morning. Good morning. I know, I'm trying to be silly. Good morning. It is Saturday morning. I decided not to do it in the afternoon, but she encouraged me to do this the night before. So this is going to be Squared Circle, Episode 6. It's going to be the preview and predictions for WWE Backlash, which is, of course, tomorrow night. I can see it in your face. You are so stoked.
I am. You're making dinner.
Oh, yeah. I am. I got the friends who we watched In Your House with going to be coming over here.
They'll be on time, though.
Yeah, they'll be way on time. So I'll actually have the review live.
How bad?
But as Squared Circle goes, I go over the preview, the predictions, I give you my thoughts, I tell you what I think is going to go down, who's going to win, who's going to lose, maybe where it goes. Except for today, she's going to probably have her own opinion. So that's fun and fantastic. I'm not used to actually doing...
My one prediction was on point.
It was, so...
We have to give you more words than on point, though.
Yeah. We'll do like a points... we can do a little bet if you'd like to. I don't know.
What do I get if I win?
Well, that's the thing.
I already have everything else.
And we don't really do many of the chores. That's what the kids are for. I don't know.
Let me think about this. I'll come up with something.
Fair enough.
I'm willing to take suggestions if they want to comment and make some suggestions.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I'm down with that.
And so, Backlash is, of course, tomorrow night. As of the time of recording, there's only 7 matches on the card.
Isn't 7 a lucky number, though?
7 is a lucky number, yeah.
So maybe it'll be a great show.
But they'll probably be stupid and add some matches last second. I can see them adding Baron Corbin versus Otis. Probably see them adding that after SmackDown last night.
I'm never going to stop thinking of Otis in that way.
That's a way to think of it.
I really am disappointed that I didn't get to see him in the last one.
I haven't recorded. You can watch it anytime you want to.
I'm watching it later.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, I can see them adding that. If they do, Otis will probably get the victory if they add that. And that's a prediction that that's going to happen.
They kind of have led with that, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm going to put my vote in as Otis.
Yeah, I think they're leaning towards that actually being a match.
I just feel like they've talked it up so much. And they keep inserting the pretty girl. Like,
you know she's eventually going to turn on Otis, right?
Like, eventually that's okay, like happen. It's TV. It's entertaining. That's why she's going to turn on him. Like,
yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
Like there's something going with that there.
Yeah. And on the Raw side of things, they've been having the anything you can do, I can do better challenges with the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders. I think they're going to make this a match at Backlash. Again, at the time
We're finally going to wrestle?
They are.
What?
I think they will. It's not been made official yet.
See, that's the problem.
Yeah, I agree. But I think that is actually what might go down. And if they do, Street Profits will finally beat the Viking Raiders.
You think so?
Yeah, they'll let them keep the belts, for sure.
I mean, they may be too busy. Turkey drumsticks, was that it?
Yeah, it's turkey drumsticks.
Not bad. Look, I'm still learning. He's slacking on my education right now. He's been too busy.
That's for sure.
I mean, he did pretty much single-handedly move us, so.
I
no
appreciate
complaints.
that.
None. Ever.
Before I get into the actual predictions for the actual matches that are official, a little house business. So Backlash will go on as planned. Raw will go on as planned. I have decided this coming week I am not going to be doing my Friday Night SmackDown review. I will be with my kids for the weekend. Me and her both will be there, so there will be no SmackDown review this coming week. And for Father's Day, I'm going to work on it this week before I leave. Sunday at noon, there will be a special Father's Day video for the Best of the Best countdown, counting down the top 10 relatives, father-daughter pairings, father-son pairings, mother-daughter, whatever. Counting those pairings down, I don't know how many it will be.
I'm kind of excited. This will be super educational.
It will be. And it's just going to kind of going over, like, who's the best ones, et cetera, et cetera. So y'all will have that to look forward to Sunday at noon. So I'm gonna probably start working on that like Monday soon. Getting the graphics, yeah. So that's coming, but that's basically it. That's only news. So no Friday Night SmackDown, but that will be uploaded Sunday as like a make good for Friday because I can pre-do it and it'll just be there already. So let's go ahead. Let's jump into this. Let's get into these previews and these predictions. We're going to kick off with this, the United States Championship match. Andrade, CN Almas, I still call him that, will be taking on new champion Apollo Crews in a rematch of a rematch of a rematch for the United States Championship. Yes, for the United States Championship at Backlash. So, okay. Apollo Crews, of course, won the title a few weeks ago from Andrade. Andrade won the triple threat match this past week on Raw to win the #1 contendership for this match. I'm going to be honest. I didn't have interest in seeing this again. I'd have been cool seeing Angel Garza in this or Kevin Owens or anybody else. But hopefully, this is their last match. Of course, then they'll probably have a rematch on Raw the next night.
I mean, I have to be honest. I'm a terrible girlfriend. I really don't even know who these two people are.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't. I'm sorry. Again, Stuckmann my education. So, considering I haven't watched wrestling since I got knocked up with the first kid.
Fair enough.
Okay, so in fairness.
You're trying, though. You're doing your best.
Do I have to pick one, though? I have to pick one, right?
I mean, you can. I mean, I'm going with Apollo Crews to retain the championship.
So which one's which?
Well, that's Apollo Crews. Okay. That's Andrade. Andrade was champion from, like, December till Apollo beat him, like, 3 weeks ago. So.
And you're going to go with Apollo?
Yeah, I think they're not taking the title off. Well, I don't know. You know what? Actually, I'll say this.
Okay, wait. Who's held it longer? So he's held it the whole time until now, right?
So recently, yes, and Apollo's the new champion. He's finally being pushed. And that's the beautiful thing.
Wait, how long ago did he take this?
It's like 3 weeks ago.
Was that before all the Black Lives Matter movement started happening again?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Do you think he'll win because of that, or do you think he'll win for his skill?
That's where I'm going.
Okay.
So I want to say Apollo will keep the belt because they have been pushing him. But with the recent goings with Paul Heyman being released from his position as Paul Heyman, I'll explain to you later. He was the head of creative for Raw, but now he's not. Okay. With him being pushed to the side and now Bruce Pritchard taking over both SmackDown and Raw in these positions.
Sounds like
he's going to be. He's a yes man for Vince McMahon.
Both hands full, right?
I could see Andrade having the title thrown back on him. But I'm sticking with Apollo. 1, Black Lives Matter movement. Number 2, I think it's too early to take the title off him, and I think they do like him. So yeah, I'm sticking with Apollo Crews either way.
Okay.
Do you have a prediction?
I'm going to lean with him just because he has great beard and awesome smile.
Yeah, he does have a
smile. If he just took it off of him 3 weeks ago, you said?
Yeah, maybe 3, maybe
I just think he'll win because he's built up to this point.
Yeah, it'd be pointless. It really would.
Maybe he's got mad skill and that's why he won.
I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible.
Ooh, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, we're going to get to it, though. So, let's talk about what is definitely, this one, people,
Come on.
Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus. Now, I know you have a lot of opinion on this, and I'm definitely going to allow you.
I like his face nowadays. That is cool. No, that's really cool. Okay, so here's my problem with it, okay? I used to love Sheamus. I love Jeff Hardy, okay? But this really upsets me, this bit, like, he's calling him a junkie and whatever. Like, I want my kids to watch this, okay? I want them to see this. But I have a problem with, like, hey, I'm cool with exposing my kids to the violent aspect in this because, let's be honest, the world is not kind to you, okay? Right. And it's wrestling. We knew coming into this that it would be violent. It's wrestling. You know, that's kind of why we love it. But I don't know. Just that part alone, like I would probably like send my kid in the other room and be like, hey, go get me a water or something, you know, just come back in 3 minutes. Like
I mean, this is definitely very controversial, and there are many, many people who have your opinion.
But in fairness, I didn't see that match yet, so I can't.
Yeah, well, it'll probably be. I think it's gonna be a good match. I think it'll be a fine match. I also say Jeff Hardy's going to go over because they're building Jeff Hardy. This is his redemption story. You know what I mean?
I love Jeff Hardy, but I'm leaning towards Sheamus.
Are you?
Sheamus is a damn good wrestler.
Yeah, it's debatable, and that's your opinion. That's fine.
Just
but the whole thing has been circular on the fact that Jeff Hardy hit Elias and then was cleared of it, and someone with red hair is the one who did it, and Jeff's accusing him, and a lot of people think it was actually Sami Zayn, and that's what you're going to find out to be like the big twist. But
well, I can't wait to find out the big twist.
If it's the big twist, if it happens. But
is this one of those predictions as well?
It's like a thought. Maybe that's the thing. Not a Backlash, maybe later. But
so we could strip out of it.
Yeah,
like
of course.
Chewing gum on the bottom of your shoe.
Exactly. Chewing gum on the bottom of the shoe. I mean, Jeff Hardy and this whole thing, like I said, it's been controversial. A lot of people haven't liked it, especially after this week's SmackDown and Sheamus saying, I'm not signing a contract until you piss in a cup.
Whatever, he's going to sign the fucking contract.
I mean, it's already happening, obviously.
Well, I missed that part, remember?
Yeah, I know. And like you said, you can definitely rewatch it.
I'll be caught up in time.
I sure hope so.
Still making my predictions, so.
I mean, yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to fix this. Okay, there we go.
It doesn't help that I don't.
Oh, you're fine. So,
thank you.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm going with Jeff Hardy. It's been controversial, and we'll decide, you know, just remember your picks. That's all I'm going to say.
If I don't, they will. It is on the internet. You can't get it off the internet once it's on there.
Yeah, well, I'll just have to refer back to this.
Your whole computer on the internet is going to crash. I'm going to break the internet with this.
Oh, I know. It's because it's so beautiful.
You're terrible. Shut your face, dude.
Raw Women's Championship. Nyla.
Okay.
Nia
you know who I'm for.
Nyla. I'm just going to keep calling her Nyla. She's not Nyla Rose. Nia Jax and Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. I know who's going to win this. I'm not stupid. Oh, it's definitely going to be Asuka. Asuka's winning this match.
I'm all about Asuka. I'm for
Asuka. Asuka's winning this match. That is definitely my prediction. Well, they're building towards Charlotte versus Asuka at the next pay-per-view.
So you think without
a doubt, they've telegraphed it. Easy.
I still think she's a great wrestler. Like
Asuka or Nia?
Huh?
Asuka or Nia?
Asuka?
Oh yeah, I agree. There for a while, she was like the best like women's wrestler on the whole roster.
Wait, are you gonna do a separate video to predict the Charlotte and the Asuka? Who's gonna win on that?
Whenever that comes, yeah.
I just want to say I'm all for Asuka. I'm gonna say it now.
I mean, they're building towards Asuka finally getting that win over Charlotte. She's never beat Charlotte.
Yeah.
So it'd be a great story for her as the champion to do that. Or they could do the predictable route. And Charlotte wins, which they do a lot. So, but I'm not going to talk about Charlotte.
Asuka is so much.
I mean, I could see Charlotte being out at ringside at some point during this match, or at the end of the match. You'll see Charlotte's face, but either way, sorry, Nia's not winning this. And anyone who's going to say she is not paying attention to what's going on in the product. That's just my opinion.
I love her. I'm going to make it so easy. It is. She's very creative.
She is. Nobody is ready for Asuka. I'm just saying.
But it's true, they're not.
No, definitely not. But I am all the way predicting Asuka. Asuka's winning. I don't even care about the belt. Nia coming out talking she's better than Asuka. Balls. Speaking of balls, a match that I, honest to God, don't give two flips about. Handicap match for the Universal Championship. The Miz and John Morrison versus Braun Strowman. Miz and Jomo wanting to be co-universal champions.
What?
Yes, they want to be co-universal.
Is that really a thing? Can it be done?
I mean, I guess in
so are they both
situation.
Fighting him?
Yes, it is the two of them versus him. Their team versus him.
Are they gonna like tap occasionally? Is that how that works?
Yeah, it's gonna be it's a tag.
So he's gonna be exhausted. They're gonna win just because there's two of them.
No, because so Braun's gonna win this. My prediction is Braun because.
Can I predict Miz just because I find them super entertaining?
You can pick whoever you think is gonna win.
I'm leaning towards Miz.
Okay.
Besides, he's got really good style.
Oh yeah, so stylish.
They are funny in real life. Don't you play with me?
They're funny. I give them all the credit in the world. They're funny.
They're hilarious.
But they're building towards Braun versus the Fiend after this. Yes, because remember he lost and then you had the flash of the Fiend after Braun beat Bray? It's building to that. So Strowman's going to stay champion for at least another.
I'm still leaning towards
another month, and that's fine. You could be right.
Wait, if I lose, what do you get?
You got to make me steak.
I'm not making you steak. Do you want to live?
If I win,
he wants food poisoning, y'all. This is why he cooks every meal. I don't think I've cooked once, really, have I?
You've made the salads, and you did cook. I just don't remember what it was.
The gravy. I made the roux.
Yeah,
for the homemade gravy.
When you made breakfast that one morning, that stuff was amazing.
I made breakfast.
Don't count yourself short.
And salads.
This stuff was amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Pot roast. His pot roast.
So I'm going Braun Strowman. You're going Miz.
I'm going Miz.
Yeah, and the whole thing has just been Miz and Morrison. They challenged Braun, and he's going to swap.
It's okay. They were bored.
Torturing him. It is what it is.
COVID. They had to DIY it.
Yeah, they did. They had to DIY their whatever.
What do you mean they're whatever?
I don't know. Like them being in the white van and then really creepy and getting flipped.
I mean that a lot of people with it being COVID are having to get creative when they're bored. They're having to find activities.
And their activities.
Spend time with their family and everything else. And I feel like their thing is they were bored and they had to find something to do with their time, so they're challenging Braun.
That's right. Now,
I never said it was an intelligent move.
Something to keep in
mind. I said it was fun and entertaining.
Because you brought up earlier. Otis has his briefcase. Always got to keep that in mind. He can cash in whenever he wants. So I
don't feel like he deserved that fucking briefcase.
I mean, I seriously doubt he's going to cash in at this show.
You don't think so?
In fact, I'm fully convinced when Otis cashes in, he's going to lose. And that'll be his opportunity. But
damn.
Yeah, I honestly feel that way. Yeah.
I feel like nobody's on his side.
No, but I'm going to move on to a championship I actually care about, and that is the WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre defending against Bobby Lashley, who will probably have MVP in his corner. I am 1,000% Drew McIntyre.
I mean, we're probably for Drew for different reasons.
Yes.
Okay.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Drew, I'm sure is going to win because I think someone said that it could probably end up being Drew versus Brock at SummerSlam, maybe with a crowd.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, maybe there'll be a crowd there, like an actual crowd.
Maybe.
Bobby Lashley is not ready to win the WWE Championship, but I can't lie. MVP has made me like this story that they're telling. I've actually been interested. I gotta lie, and I'll be called a mark. I'll be called a lot of things, but I'm legitimately interested in this match. It's a negative term against certain things.
Really?
Marks are people who believe it's still real. Even with the whole BLM thing, I still don't think that he's going to win this. I don't.
I don't think so either.
I'm not saying they couldn't have another match and carry this feud on to another month, but I don't see it happening. Like I could see
really
Drew either wins this or this match ends in a funny finish. Lana comes out. Yeah, like Drew gets disqualified.
Wait, has she came out to the ring yet? Because
she did.
Was making a comment about doing.
She did it, and then she did nothing while she was out there.
Really?
So yeah, the whole weird thing with Lana going on.
She could be like racking her brain and like.
I mean, yeah. just like you got the main story that I've enjoyed is MVP's involvement, getting Lashley ready, building Lashley to this moment, and then you got Lana over here on the side, and I'm like, okay, what are they doing with her? What is her purpose? And I don't get it. I don't understand why she's even a part of this. I think this would be much more enjoyable if she had nothing to do with it. If I'm just being real.
I still want to comment, but I'll behave myself.
No, that's why you have a free platform to say whatever you want.
A free platform?
Yes.
I feel like that was just bros over hoes right there. You said that was a free platform. Did you forget who you're dating? I'm sidekick Susie. You don't know what's going on my mouth.
It's not a bros over hoes thing. It's just a what makes sense versus what doesn't make sense.
I really don't see what she's contributing. I don't.
She doesn't.
I'm not trying to hate on her. I don't know her. I don't really know. I just don't get what she's doing. I don't. It's not clear. Her part in this is not clear. Honey, when your part's not clear, just step to the side.
Exactly.
Oh, that was
what you just said. Like,
I meant it in a much different way, but okay.
Still, what you said. But I'm going with Drew or a wonky finish, but most likely Drew's going to win this.
You have to pick one.
I said Drew. I'm going Drew.
You said or wonky finish.
Yeah.
No, your prediction has to be clear, sir. You can't have any loopholes or leeway to get out of whatever I'm winning.
What's your going to win?
I mean, probably not, but I'm going to be hopeful.
Drew McIntyre's winning.
Well, yeah, Drew is, but between you and me, who's going to win?
I mean, but that's what it's going to be.
Someone thinks very highly of themselves today.
I do think very highly of myself.
Well, I was saying me. Hey!
So yes,
highly of you.
Drew McIntyre. So let's talk about the greatest wrestling match ever.
Yes! Finally,
let's go ahead and talk about this.
Ooh,
I have
that's
a
really
lot.
good picture of him.
I have a lot to say about
that jacket is very edgy.
Well, right.
I like that he had a whole little theme there. He was like, "I'm edge. I'm gonna be really edgy."
So, and I'm gonna talk a little bit. So,
okay.
Be prepared.
Ooh.
Edge versus Randy Orton. I have no doubt this will be a very entertaining match. No doubt at all. But for them to call this the greatest wrestling match ever.
You don't think so?
It's not even going to be the greatest wrestling match this week. Why they feel the need on a B-level pay-per-view, because I haven't even got into the fact that I think this is a B-level pay-per-view that's not needed. But it's...
Look, I remember Randy Orton when I was 18, 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He was amazing.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they bring him back? He's entertaining.
Randy Orton hasn't even had a top 5 match.
So maybe that's how he earns it. Hey, look, everybody trying to earn their money on COVID-19, okay?
You can't say that word on YouTube. It can make your video they can take your videos down. Yeah, so we don't say that word. It's a naughty word. You could say the virus or the Rona. Say those.
Okay.
Yeah. But look, okay, so I'm going to get into my flow here. This is not going to be the greatest wrestling match. This is a B-level pay-per-view this will probably be the main event. It doesn't have a place to be called the greatest wrestling match ever. No one can really say that. I understand. Wrestling is subjective. Matchups, subjective. It's what you like. It's who you like. I get that. That is fine. I have no problem with that. But no one is convinced this will be the greatest wrestling match. This won't even be the greatest wrestling match this year, this month, this week. AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan, I guarantee you, will be better than what this was. Yeah, I love you. I have no,
But I just got really excited when you said that.
Okay, this could be a good match. I will be hesitant to say it could be a great match. I don't even think this will be the best match on this show.
Yeah?
I don't.
What do you think what is your prediction to be the best match?
Apollo versus Andrade.
Yeah? You think it's going to be that intense?
I think it's gonna be that good.
I'll pay attention.
I definitely think it'll be the best match.
Should I take notes?
You can more than be welcome to take notes.
Are you gonna make fun of them again?
No.
Like when I wrote down Dino Man? Really? It was just going too fast for me.
I know it's hard to keep notes. It is hard.
It'll be okay.
But WWE to go so far to make a tagline, the greatest wrestling match ever, Backlash, Orton versus Edge. Come on, man. The greatest wrestling match this week would be more appropriate, but it doesn't even get that.
Okay, let me ask you something. If you read something that says greatest wrestling match this week, are you going to want to watch that?
No.
No! So you're complaining that it's not going to be the greatest wrestling match ever, but that's the only way they're getting people like this.
How about don't use that tagline? Because when it's not and people are pissed off, then it doesn't, then what? It's like, okay, Hell in a Cell this past year, when Bray lost, or won, but via disqualification inside a Hell in a Cell match. Okay, well, you expect something with Hell in a Cell because it's Hell in a Cell.
Right.
So when you see something being promoted as the greatest wrestling match ever, that is your expectations. So when you put that expectations on them,
expectations when you say the greatest wrestling match ever automatically always makes me think of the Undertaker.
Yeah, because he had the greatest wrestling match ever against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25. That is the greatest wrestling match ever. I will show you that match, and then you'll watch this match. You'll be like, "Oh no, this is not it."
You just gotta promise that I get to watch it before that one.
Yes, we will watch it before this.
That's my homework.
Got it. So, I mean, look, the build for this has been fantastic. I no doubt, fantastic build for this. The promo work.
Mislabeled.
I'm even one of those people who thought their last man standing match at WrestleMania was good. I liked it. But I just think they're overshooting by calling it the greatest wrestling match ever. That's it. I just... Maybe you didn't have as much to say as I thought, but it boggles my mind, and every week I hear that, see that commercial.
I mean,
and
it's probably not going to be the greatest wrestling match, you're right.
No.
But I am still very much looking forward to it. I want to see them square off.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards Orton. I think that he'll win, but I think that they're going to be super amusing, and I think that's why they chose them. Because it's going to be amusing. They're both super entertaining wrestlers.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's a good pair-up.
And I'm also picking Randy Orton to win because
well,
we have differences. We have different ones. But I will say Randy Orton because of the fact they want to do a trilogy. I could see them wanting to do a trilogy. Edge won at Mania, Orton wins at Backlash, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, whenever they do it, fucking Extreme Rules, whatever, then you'll have the tie-breaking match. Whatever they decide to do, you'll have that opportunity to have a tiebreaker. That's why I think this will happen. That's why I think Randy will win. And I think then they'll have a rematch, the final match, for SummerSlam. Whatever they decide to do.
That would
probably be. Oh, Jesus. Whatever.
I'm sorry, I was trying to help them out.
But look, the build for this has been really good. The promo work between these guys has been good. Again, I'm one of those people, I thought the WrestleMania match was really good. I don't think it was great, but I still thought it was really good. So I think it has potential to be good to maybe great. But past that, no. The tagline, I'll say it again, just doesn't work for me. And I just don't think it's going to. So I'm saying Randy Orton for sure.
I'm with you on that.
All right, so I'm glad you agreed with me, though.
I was getting ready to say I'm glad we can see eye to eye
on something, right?
Some things, not everything.
So, yeah, Backlash this Sunday. I miss the days.
It came quicker than I anticipated it would.
Yeah, I know, right?
It was like last weekend. Feels like yesterday.
Like, I was looking forward to Double or Nothing. I was looking forward to Takeover in Your House. I'm looking forward to Fyter Fest. I'm not looking forward to Backlash. And Backlash used to be one of those pay-per-views back in the day I loved to watch.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah?
I want to see that match.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to this match. Looking forward to Drew and Lashley, but I'm not looking forward to much else. I'm just not. So I will say,
Looking forward to dinner.
Yeah, definitely. That roast is going to be delicious. Any final thoughts on this before we shimmy on out of here?
I can't really think of any. Looking forward to my homework though.
Yes, you'll have plenty of homework to do. Yeah, for sure. So final thoughts before I leave you guys and Backlash actually happens. I don't think this is a pay-per-view that needed. I remember back in the day, used to be 4 pay-per-views. Now it's like, I don't know, sometimes 12, 14, 16. Like, I remember that happened. But I don't know. I just don't think the whole tagline of greatest wrestling match ever, I think, is overblown, overdone, and is just unrealistic. And WWE is
super disappointed ahead of time.
Because I know it's not going to be. I'm not saying it won't blow. It couldn't blow my mind, or at least be like, oh yeah, that was.
So really I feel like you're concerned it's not going to be the greatest wrestling match ever, and I'm saying that it's going to be entertaining.
Well, here's the difference. I've been watching this for years. I've seen great matches. I've seen good matches. I've seen matches
I'm
that
not disagreeing with you. Business. I don't think it's going to be a great match, but I think it's going to be entertaining, and that's the focus they're trying to draw on.
Well, I think our points of view on it is different. The way we're viewing it is different.
Gotcha.
I'm viewing it from a more critical standpoint, where you're just like, I'm just interested in seeing what it is.
You're kind of critical.
Yeah, that's what I'm not paid
to do. That's why you do the YouTube videos, and I'm just your sidekick, Susie.
But I always would love for sidekick Susie to make appearances.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to show up again.
Come back.
Maybe you'll give that to me.
I work a lot.
That's true. True. But yeah, that was your previews and predictions for episode 6 of the Squared Circle podcast. I want to thank everyone for coming in. If you wouldn't mind, you guys go to Patreon, patreon.com/YoBroNation. You also check us on Facebook, Instagram. As you see there, they're all down in the description below. Links, you can follow them. If you don't want to do that, don't want to pay, just simply like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. It helps circulate the channel so we get to be seen. I'm Zach. She is. And we want to thank you guys for coming in. And all I can say is, this is the greatest podcast ever! And don't forget to join the nation. Goodbye!